Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What's up? You really like that? Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Wednesday morning here inside the studio. No live show today, so we're getting film cuts up. We're getting film shots up. And this is the second LSU shot I've done taking this offseason. And the first one, I don't think we necessarily hit it out of the park. We did. The viewership didn't. We've already broken down Sam Levitt, LSU's newest quarterback, very expensive one as well. So you should probably look at that if you haven't already, if you're an LSU fan today. But if you are already watched that one and you're here today for the Jordan Seaton film study, welcome in. I'm excited to do this one with you guys today. Obviously, a very highly touted high school football player, was very well aware of Jordan Seaton coming out of high school. He goes to Colorado, very aware of the freshman year, stays at Colorado, very aware of the sophomore year, now in the transfer portal, projected to get somewhere near $3 million. I think gets just over $2 million from LSU. Now, I'm not a PFF guy. I don't believe in PFF as far as I could throw one of them nerds that breaks down their film and gives them a grade. So this nerd here, we don't do the PFF stuff. We do the film stuff. Now, I came into this with everybody telling me this guy sucks at run blocking, only to turn on tape of the BYU game where Colorado's only successful runs come over the left side of this offensive line. So you tell me. All right, we're going to find out today what he can actually do in the run game as opposed to looking at some shitty PFF grade. All right, I don't think it's as good as the pass blocking tape that we're going to watch today, but man, was I tremendously impressed with the football acumen and the football intellect of this young man. All right, because you're going to hear a lot about his talent. You're going to hear a lot about his blue chip prospect, ness or whatever. But this dude's football intellect is off the charts, and I'm excited to show this with you guys today. Hey, got a couple of rules. If you learn anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learn anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. If you learn anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and grind the tape. I mean, my God, Jonathan. If you haven't noticed around here, if you're like a lifer, if you watch everything that we do, you probably recognize there's a one-cut rule around here. There's no, oh, that cold open felt a little stumbly. Nope, we're going right through it. Screw it. Here we go. Smooth kicker, Jonathan. We got a smooth kicker right here. We are not going to work too hard to get out of our stance. We got a wide 9 right here, right, Jonathan? Okay, we got a tight end adding into the mix right here. We got a wide 9 with the ability to rush with good speed and get home. We're going to smooth kick out there. Never once a stress out of the stance, right, Jonathan? We never feel like we're really, really working to get back there. We got a nice, smooth transition and kick right there, okay? He is an NFL pass pro guy. There is no doubt about it, all right? You're going to see that today. Now, in the run game, I think he plays with deliberate and violent hands and hat, okay? Almost too much. If I were playing him in the run game or at all, we'd put a bunch of twitch in front of him. We would not put somebody that's going to try to run through his chest because I think he's ready for that. What I think we have, Jonathan, is a little bit of an overcommitment with our head. Watch how violent our head snaps back and forth, particularly right here. Do you see that head going up and down and down and down and down? You can really see it when we go full speed and not slow-mo, okay? Watch how violently our head snatches up and down right here. We're trying to get some movement at the point. But this was their entire run game plan, by the way. We are going to run at number 77, and we're going to do so relatively successfully. Do you see what I mean by intentional hands and feet? Look how quick our feet are in the ground. We got 3 in really, really quickly. We throw that inside hand, get to that inside shoulder, and now we got that seal, right? Now we have a B-gap crease for the running back to run into. Now, the reason we get tackled at the line of scrimmage is because the guard's not doing his job, right, Jonathan? We're not getting up to that linebacker quite fast enough from first level to second level, getting that outside arm concealed on number 17. This right arm is what's ultimately going to make the play, okay? Would I like to see him take that wide 9 and run his ass to the sideline? 100%. We don't see that anymore. The days of just, hey, go uproot that 9 technique and run him on a 45, they just don't exist. We're either sealing him or we're doing this inside seal technique where we're trying to get that inside hand out and just kind of wedge him out. I don't like it, but I think what we've done is we've eliminated the, hey, go drive that wide 9 to the sideline, because you know what they're taught to do? They're taught to hold firm, stick their inside arm in your chest and hold their spot. All right, so now we get into this stalemate. Well, if I'm going to get into a stalemate, I need to at least create a crease. The way to do that is with that inside arm technique that we just saw, okay? So there's a little breakdown of how we teach that nowadays. Jonathan, I think he's got twitchy eyes, okay? He's got really twitchy eyes. You can see this right here, okay? First of all, we got an inclination that we might get a dropper, right? You see the hand up? Okay, that's him telling everybody, hey, I think something's up here. I think something's up, and that's exactly what it is. Boom. See how quick my eyes snap in? Those are twitchy eyes. I need twitchy eyes on the offensive line, all right? Especially in this conference. We got a lot of teams doing the chaos nowadays, don't we? In college football in general, we got a lot of teams doing the chaos. Oh, stunt, wrap, twist, all kinds of games. You have twitchy eyes, not just twitchy feet. He's got them, okay? He's got really twitchy eyes. I told you I was really impressed with the football acumen. I expected to turn on the tape and just see a big physical guy, all right? Not necessarily the case here. He is physical, all right? But I think he's really, really smart as well. Guys, this is rep 7 of the football game, okay? And why is it important that this is rep 7? Well, I just showed you him calling out the stunt, right, Jonathan? Okay, well now, you see what he just did? Now he's calling out the pre-snap movement, okay, based off tape. I know that you're going right there, so just go ahead. Come on down in. All right, there he goes. Now he's down in. Now, we're going to keep eyes on that outside rusher, right? And if he bails, what are we going to do? We're going to snap our eyes back inside. So watch this, okay? Boom, there goes the bail. Boom, there goes the eyes. Boom, there goes the attachment. And here comes the finish. All right, I love this from him. I love that. My notes right here say you better have a counter or avoid the mitts, because if he gets you in one of these, the rep is over. All right, if he gets hands on that chest plate at all, your rep is over. All right, so there is no, hey, we're going to run down the midline of this guy's body and we're going to speed the bull. Nope, you're going to have to work a counter, and if you get into this position, you're dead. All right, he's going to lock you out. There's no doubt about it. He's got really, really strong mitts, Jonathan. Really, really strong mitts. Got to have a counter ready for him. And you know what, Jonathan? I was I was surprised in 2 areas. And this is me probably judging a super talented football player on a losing football team. This is me having predisposition on what I think I'm going to see and then getting something totally different. Okay? I saw a kid that played with immense amount of intellect, okay, football acumen, all right? And I saw a kid that played with a tremendous amount of effort on a losing football team. Those are good things to see from a guy that we know is going to get paid a lot of money, all right? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick break to give a big time shout out to our friends over at Sleeper, our premier sponsor on the year, and they're doing a great job. The #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. Over on Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded together. Use promo code Brooks today over on Sleeper and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. That's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Again, promo code Brooks on Sleeper gets you 100% deposit match today up to $100. Sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. I want to give you a quick tutorial of how friendly and how easy it is over there on Sleeper today. We're going to scroll over to the college football tabs at the top right there, and then you can see we've got all the quarterbacks ready for their pass yardage with their total yardages set. We've got rushing yardages for both quarterbacks and running backs, receiving yards, all that good stuff, passing touchdowns. And here's what I am looking at today, guys. Looks really, really juicy. Jamal Haynes, half a touchdown total in this matchup this weekend against Oklahoma. Come on, guys. One place to be this year, Sleeper. Promo code Brooks. We appreciate those guys. Like this rep right here, this is a a nothing rep for most people, okay? But I see what we call football intellect, okay? I have a natural football feel right here, Jonathan, for a multitude of reasons, okay? Our job right here is to dig out this 3 technique on the way of this linebacker, okay? That's our job. We can see our angle right there. We see our angle of departure, okay? But now what's happening, okay? The linebacker has completely disappeared, right? The nose and the center and the left guard are stuck on this nose. So what I'm going to do on the fly is I'm going to get behind them. I'm going to get deep and get past that combo and that double team. Now, I got past this level, Jonathan, and all I see is a safety, right? But I can still feel this defensive lineman overhanging on my body. Do you see that? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and we're going to seal that thing off and just allow the running back to run free and get to the safety on his own. I can't tell you how many young players I just watched run through this hole right here, and then 55 ends up making this play. You know what I mean? How many guys will just not give that body presence, not give that little bit of turnaround right there, and not deliver that extra 4 or 5 yards? Now, why is this important? Well, because now we're in a 3rd and 1 instead of being a 3rd and 4, okay? That's huge. That's a total difference in our play call. Yeah, you better make him miss or throw some twitch at him, and that's what BYU does. They start the game with number 90 out here. Here in a couple of possessions, you're going to see him throw 16 in front of him. If your mindset of how to beat Jordan Seaton is just throw a big guy in front of him, we can overpower. You're not. Okay, I don't think you're going to overpower this guy. All right, there's that same technique where we're trying to seal that B gap, right, Jonathan? I felt like they had tremendous success running at him, all right, and running behind him throughout this football game. You know what else I noticed right here, Jonathan? What's he doing? Look at him.
Calling it out again?
He's calling the slant from the D tackle, actually. He's telling the guard that the D tackle is about to slant across your face. And that's exactly what happens. I love how he steps on toes. He never really overstrides, okay? It's a good example of it right here. He's over here at left tackle. I told you they're going to put some twitch in front of him pretty soon, right? Okay, so watch how calm and collected our feet are right here. We're never overstriding. Good 6-inch step right there. Step right back up underneath ourselves right there. Gain some more ground. Put a 4th step in the ground. And now we got hands on that inside shoulder pad, right? And now we're going to work him out. And boom, there goes that inside crease. I have no idea what BYU was teaching their linebackers in this football game, because for some reason, he's going to fit all the way out here with this running back. Guys, the hole's in B gap. I have no idea where that linebacker's going. We overrun this 5 or 6 times in this football game from BYU before they fix it. I think we got violent and quick hands with a tremendous inside body lean. Okay, watch this right here, Jonathan. All right, first and foremost, off the kick set, I want you to notice where that body lean is. You see we got 60% of that weight on that inside foot at all times. You see how we got that good, natural inside body lean. Reason being, if he tries to run through my midline, I better have that inside foot down on the ground, and I better be ready to anchor. He's exactly that. Now, I told you about them violent and quick hands. I think we got them. Watch it full speed, okay? I think we got really, really violent and meaningful hand strikes. When we put hands on, defensive linemen feel it. Do you see how his body moves and his angle of departure changes the moment we get hands on? That's what heavy hands look like, okay? Now, I do think we need to clean this up. I think sometimes we get a little wide in our hand placement, right? See our hands real wide right here, Jonathan? We're exposing our chest plate, okay? Also, I think our gate's a little open a little too soon, all right? Watch our kick steps, 1, 2, and then open on 3, right? I always say I want 2.5 kick steps on a full gate before we start opening that sucker. I think our hoop is a little too short right here, right? We can bend that a whole hell of a lot quicker than we can bend this one over here, right, Jonathan? We're still got a good 45-degree angle relative to the sideline. Here, we're at a full perpendicular with the sideline. Do we see that? Okay. But I'm telling you, if he gets hands on, it's rep over, all right? It is absolute rep over. Same thing here. I think we're a little too open, okay? I think we're a little too open. I put some twitch in front of him and see if we can get home. I'm going to count this as a minus for him, all right? And I think the reason we give up the bull is because we're exposed to the speed. Look, we're already a little too open, aren't we? We're already a little too open over here. We get fully open before we get to 3 kicks. And now we're in a position where we can be slightly ran through, okay? We're going to have to work into a bull hop, and now we give up. I'm counting that as a pressure. Okay, now we give up a pressure. Or look at the difference, right? This guy down on the bottom, Jonathan, he's got to run the full hoop. All right, he's going to have to run all the way around. We're going to have an ability to run him past the launch point down here at the tackle spot. Also helps we're getting a chip from the running back. Over here, not so much, okay? We're giving it up. That's why I'm saying I would put Twitch in front of him the first game he comes over here in the SEC. We're going to put somebody that is really, really fast off the line of scrimmage. We're going to get him compromised in that kick slide, okay? This note just says, I think he does play with a tremendous amount of effort, okay? I do think there is a lot of chase, right? There's a lot of strain and there's a lot of chase, okay? He's going to get beat back on the inside by this defensive end, okay? The defensive end right here is going to work back inside. Do we see him doing that? All right, now we're going to lose, okay? We've overstrided. We failed to unzip our feet fast enough, and now we're getting beat on the inside. Now, a lot of offensive linemen just going to take the rep off right now, right, Jonathan? We're done. We're beat. Not him. This is what I'm talking about, chase. We're just going to continue to chase the defensive lineman, and we're going to allow the running back to maybe, potentially, have a chance, okay? I was a little bit pleasantly surprised with the amount of effort that we saw on tape. But, dude, stay with good inside body lean when you get up there, okay? Our feet are tied together, aren't they, Jonathan? We've got to have our feet unzipped, and we've got to have good inside body lean when we get there. What does this just say? Oh, yeah, I don't know what we're doing here, dude. Can we play with, I know what the notes say. Can we play with swag after the snap? Like after the whistle is blown, can we play with swag then? It's a 3rd and 7 right here, Jonathan. They're running a screen down here to the bottom of the screen, okay? Now, he's the left tackle over here. He's going to release. Now, at one point in the middle of this play, you're going to see him motion to the ball carrier. Come on. I'm cool. I'm cool that you have swag. That's awesome. Have swag post-snap, all right? During the snap, let's be locked the F in, because I think if we're locked in, we might have a touchdown right here because we're going to run through the face of the safety, okay? But instead, we're late to our eyes there, and we don't get our hands quite on him. Dude, I love that we are playing with swag. Do it once the whistle blows, okay? Not during the snap. Agree or disagree, Jonathan? Like, dude, we got an opportunity for an Amarius Mims versus Georgia Tech type of first-round clip right here in a screen game, but instead we're motioning to the wide receiver. Buddy, put your eyes on the safety right now and run through his face. That's what I want to see, okay? Because we're late there, and we just get a hand on him, and we almost knock him off his feet. Imagine what would happen if our eyes were locked on him the whole entire time. All right, so now they're going to throw some twitch in front of him, and I do think he struggles a little bit here, okay? This is that number 16 I was telling you about. Hey, he got us, didn't he? Okay, now they're designing. They've been giving up some run yardage over this left tackle the entire game at this point. Now they're going to start doing something different. They're going to fire him upfield and wrap him. So they're going to take care of C-gap by way of a stunt right here, okay? Now, I was giving you credit for your effort a little bit earlier. Where's it at there, bud? You know? If we play through the echo of the whistle right here, Jonathan, we might have an explosive. I think he's got a strong anchor, though, and I do think he has a want to finish, okay? He's over here blocking to the echo of the whistle and pass protection, okay? I do think there is a real sense of effort in this football player and a real sense of, oh, I've got you on the brink, well, I'm about to bury you, okay? I think we could be a little bit better with our inside body lean right here, though, Jonathan, okay? I think we're giving up a little bit of pressure right there. He's on our inside line, isn't he? Okay, he's on our inside 7. We need to get our feet back up underneath us and drive him out, which is exactly what we do with help of the guard. All right, now this is really, really, really nerdy, in me, okay? But I think it's good to point out because we fix it. We put twitch in front of him, right, Jonathan? A lot faster than that number 90 that we had in front of us. Watch how effortsome our hands are in this slide. Watch how much we have to work to get in and out of our stance and how many times we expose our chest. There's one right off the snap, right? There's two right off the second kick slide. There's three, okay? We cannot kick slide like that. I wish we had camera one right now, all right? We need to kick slide with our hands ready to strike at all times. We don't need to be doing this one, okay? Every time we do this one, we open up that chest plate. Chest plate's a good way to die as an offensive lineman. And defensive lineman, okay? Good recovery, though, and again, good effort, okay? I do think we play with good high levels of effort. That is not to be said about every offensive lineman we study, right, Jonathan?
No.
Now, I like this rep, okay? But there's no twitch in front of us now, right? Now look how calm we are in our hands, okay? Watch how calm our hands are off the snap, okay? We kick them right there once, but watch here. Our hands are going to stay right here in this position throughout the slide, right? And then boom, we throw them. We pull them late because we're worried about a hand swipe, and then we re-engage. That's totally different than that last rep we just watched, right? We've got to have that type of calmness in our set at all times, okay? Like, I'm just thinking, like, hey, what happens if we get a Colin Simmons thrown up in front of us, right? That's a total different level of twitch that we ain't really seen out here in the Big 12. What did the note say? Finish on the man, not the ball. Oh, yeah. Right here, look. Hey, if we want to play with high levels of effort on this snap, do it right here with 45. Okay, watch this, Jonathan. I feel like we lose the rep and we kind of stop right here and then we go finish on the ball carrier. Why not just stay attached to the man? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Why not just run our feet through the defensive lineman right here and bury his ass? That's what I want to see because look who makes the play. Look who falls on the play, 45. Now, just run, go. He's yours. The rest of the snap, run through his face, all right, and win. Instead, we kind of lose it right there, right? Hey, there's an obvious moment where we stop playing, right? Right there. We're done. We've taken the snap off the rest of the play, and now we realize, oh, my God, the ball carrier's doing something. I better go get in on the pile. Finish on your man. It's great that you finished on the ball. Finish on your man. This note says we got there. Let's get square. Okay, I know what we're talking about here. Hey, we get our head across, right? Or we get there. Now let's get our head across and get square with this individual. Let's get right down his midline, right, Jonathan? See how he's got that inside head lean on us? He's going to get to the ball carrier if we keep that ball handed off, right? We got there. Let's get square. Let's not just get there. Let's get square. Get our head all the way across that defensive lineman. I know it's a keep. That's not what we're here to look at. We're here to look at perfection. Now, I love this. I love this rep. I love this rep from him. Look how deliberate that first step is, Jonathan. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, pow! Okay, stick it in the ground. Second one, gather. Third one, bring to balance. All right, now our feet are in a good spot, right? Now watch us, what do we got to do next? Uncoil our hips, right? That's what it's supposed to look like. Them 3 steps, that's what it's supposed to look like right there. Now, I want to see some more movement, though, okay? I want to see some more movement. I want to see you drive him out. And stay on his top side, son. Don't let him spin out on us. I think we have first-round pass protection blocking. I think we have third-round run blocking, all right? Now, the internet would have you believe we have first-round pass protection blocking and UDFA run blocking. I don't think that to be the case. I'm good with the footwork. This is what square looks like, okay? Same rep, defensive lineman being a little slow off the ball. This is what being square looks like. That's how we get our head on the inside shoulder, right? Now we have a crease for the back, don't we? Now, I don't know if we're tired here, Jonathan, or if we're taking the wrong footwork entirely. This is 2 reps. We're going to see 2 reps of this. I have no idea how they're coaching this. They're coaching him with inside zone footwork. Okay, they're coaching everybody with inside zone footwork. The back is taking wide zone arcs. So is number 7. I don't know what we're doing here. Because it looks like the left tackle's getting his ass beat, but in reality, the left tackle to me looks like he's on an inside zone arc, not an outside zone arc. Those look like 45-degree steps, don't they, Jonathan? Those aren't bucket steps. He's not trying to get around this defender. He's not trying to get around him. He's trying to drive him out this way while the ball carriers are running that way. I don't know what's going on here. It's 2026 now. It's 2026. Every quarterback can do the cool stuff. They all can. I put this one on here not to show offensive line tape, but just to show you that every kid I go watch nowadays can do something fun. It's about whether or not you can be boring at the quarterback position. That's all that really matters nowadays, because they can all do this. Caden Salter's probably done playing like organized football. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay, probably done playing organized football unless we CFL, UFL this thing. Watch this throw. It's one of the best throws we had all year from a college quarterback. Wait until you see it from the tight. Jeez. Buddy, I'm telling you, they all can do shit like this nowadays, okay? They all can do stuff like that nowadays. So when you see a fun throw, just mark it down as a fun throw, because I'm going to show you 12 throws today if I really wanted to, where it's like Caden Salter can't play, but man, can he play. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Jesus. Oh. Twitchy eyes on this dude, man. Watch how quickly our eyes lock back onto that 4-eye. Boom. We love it. Okay? Got really good. And intentional hand placement. Look where our hand's at on this snap, Jonathan. It's right there on the outside pec. Okay? Outside arm on that outside pec. I don't know if you can see that. Okay? And the inside arm's going to lock up on this elbow right there. Okay? So the moment he moves that, I can replace it, right? And I also have spin protection right here with that outside arm. If he wants to spin back in, don't worry. My inside hand's right there for your chest plate. Okay? Power is not the win here. You're not going to run through this guy. There's just no doubt about it, okay? Now, I need this guy right here to show up in the run game. Look how twitchy and athletic this movement is right here, Jonathan. Oh, you want to cross inside? That's fine. Oh, here comes the outside rusher. That's fine. I'm kicking right back out to it. I need this athleticism. I need this twitch. I need this type of movement patterns to show up in the run game. That's all. We handled that all by ourselves, basically. I mean, the guard's just getting blocked. We're blocking the guards guy for him by throwing him into him, okay? I need these movement patterns to show up in the run game. And I need the quarterback to realize that we're blocking this and stop freaking out like a you know what. Same rep right here. I'm so confused by the way they're coaching this. I have no idea what they're doing here. None. All right, so fourth quarter, got to have it drive right here, Jonathan. Okay, it's a minute and a half left, 24-21. Played a lot of snaps already. And at this point in the game, snapped 52 for us. I love our get off right here. What do you think? I love fourth quarter effort right here. I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. Look at that get off. He's first one off the ball. Right? I mean, he's leading the charge right there. I love fourth quarter efforts. And I do think he's a really, really good redirector. Again, I just want to see this in pass pro or in the run game. I want to see these abilities show up in the run game. Look how good of an athlete we are out here, man. Thoughts?
It's a really good, clean athlete.
Yeah. I don't know if he's worth $2 million or $2.5 million, but I mean, I highly doubt he's giving up pressures this year at LSU. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Love you. Bye.